Lesson 6. Rational Equations. A rational equation is an equation containing at least one rational expression. Remember, when working with an equation, whatever you do on one side, you do on the other side as well. Step 2 solving rational equations. First, factor each denominator if possible. Second, identify any restrictions and do this throughout. And the third step is to multiply both sides of the equation by what would be the lowest common denominator in order to eliminate fractions. And then you solve the equation. And lastly, check your solutions. Let's take a look at example 1. We have denominator 2, 3, and 6. The lowest common denominator would be 6. So I'll multiply 6 to the entire equation, and you expand it. You multiply into each term in the equation. So you get 6x over 2 plus 42 over 3 equal to 30 over 6. This reduces to 3x plus 14 plus 5. And then you isolate x. So 5 minus 14 is negative 9. And then x equals negative 9 over 3, which is equivalent to negative 3. Part B. All right, this time we have denominator 3x, 9, and x. Lowest common denominator would be 9x. So let's multiply 3 to the first term, and then x to the second term, and 9 to the third one. So we end up with 15 over 9x minus x over 9x equal to 36 over 9x. Then you can multiply the entire equation by 9x. We get 15 minus x equal to 36. So we were able to get rid of the fraction. So let's isolate x. So minus 15 on both sides. We're left with negative x equal to 21. Divide both sides by negative 1. You get x equal to negative 21. And this time we have to state the non-permissive value because we had a variable in the denominator. So x cannot equal to 0. Example 2, part A. We have denominator x minus 4 and x minus 4. So it looks like our lowest common denominator is going to be x minus 4. So in order for us to get rid of that denominator, let's just multiply the entire equation by x minus 4. We end up with 2x equal to 8 plus x minus 4. And then we'll collect the like terms. So let's move the x to the other side. So we have x equal to 4. We have non-permissive value. X cannot equal to 4. But the solution says it's equal to 4. So, no solution. Part B. We have 3 denominators. They all look quite different. Let's try factoring first. This denominator can be factored 1 by 1 and 6 by 3. And I need both negative. So when we cross multiply, we get negative 6 minus 3, which is negative 9, which matches with this. So we're good. So let's just rewrite this portion. We have y minus 6 times y minus 3 on the denominator and 18 on the top. Now you can see that y minus 6 times y minus 3 is lowest common multiple. So it looks like I just need to multiply the first term by y minus 6 and the second term by y minus 3 and leave the third term alone. We have 9 times y minus 6, y minus 6 times y minus 3, minus 4 times y minus 3 all over y minus 6 times y minus 3. which equals to 18 over y minus 6 times y minus 3. And because now we have all the common denominators, we could just remove it by multiplying y minus 6 and y minus 3 together to cancel out the denominators. We have 9 times y minus 6 minus 4 times y minus 3 equal to 18. Now let's expand to solve for y. We have 9y minus 54 minus 4y plus 12 equals 18. Collect the like terms, y's together and the constants together. So we get 5y minus 42 equals 18. So 5y equals 60. Y equals 60 over 5, which is 12. Let's double check our non-permissive values. Y cannot equal 2, 6, and 3. So y equal to 12 is a solution. Example 3. Similar to the previous question, we do have 3 different denominators. And it looks like the third one over here can be further factored. So let's try factoring first. 1, 1, and 5 is a prime number, so 5 times 1. Because the middle coefficient is negative, I would like to keep the bigger number negative. And when we cross multiply, we should get 1 minus 5, which is negative 4. All right, so this means we have found the factors. Let's rewrite it. X minus 5 times x plus 1 in the denominator and 30 on the top. Now we can confirm that the lowest common denominator would be x minus 5 times x plus 1. So let's multiply the first term by x plus 1, x minus 5 on the second term. All right, let's rewrite it. X times x plus 1 all over x plus 1 times x minus 5 minus 3 times x minus 5 all over x plus 1 times x minus 5. This equals to 30 over that common denominator. Now that we have common denominators, we can multiply the entire equation by that common denominator to remove the fraction. So we're left with x times x plus 1 minus 3 times x minus 5 equal to 30. Now let's expand. We get x squared plus x minus 3x plus 15 equal to 30. Let's simplify further. These are the like terms. So x squared minus 2x plus 15 equals 30. And then I'm going to move 30 to the left-hand side so I can make it equal to 0. X squared minus 2x minus 15. So when you're solving for that variable, you want to make sure that everything is on one side and it equals to 0. Now let's factor this once more. 1 by 1, 5, 3. We cross multiply, be more negative. So it looks like we have negative 5 plus 3, which is negative 2. This is good. So we have x minus 5 times x plus 3 equal to 0. This means x equals to 5 and x equals to negative 3. Then we have to check the restriction. So from here, I know non-permissive values are 5 and negative 1. But 5 was one of the solutions we had. But because x equal to 5 is a non-permissive value, we have to reject it. That's an extraneous root. So our solution is only x equal to negative 3. Part B, we have these different denominators, and let's factor what we can. So we have 1 by 1, 3 by 2, And because this is a negative coefficient, I want the bigger magnitude to be negative. Let's cross multiply and add. We have 2 minus 3, which is negative 1. So this works. So we have negative 25 over x minus 3 times x plus 2. Now we can confirm the lowest common denominator equals to x minus 3 times x plus 2. So let's multiply the first term by x minus 3 to top and the bottom, and x plus 2 to the second term. Let's rewrite 3x times x minus 3 all over x minus 3 times x plus 2 minus 5 times x plus 2 all over x minus 3 times x plus 2 equals to negative 25 over the common denominator. Now that we have common denominator, we can actually multiply the entire equation to remove the fraction. We will have 3x times x minus 3 minus 5 times x plus 2 equals to negative 25. Expand. So we get 3x squared minus 9x minus 5x minus 10 equal to negative 25. Collect the like terms. We get 3x squared minus 14x minus 10 equal to negative 25. Add 25 to both sides so I can have a 0 on the right hand side. Alright, let's try factoring now. We have 3, 1, and I'll guess 5 and 3. So when we cross multiply, it needs to add up to negative 14. So it looks like I have to have both negative. So negative 9 minus 5 equals negative 14. Alright, so we have found the factor. So let's rewrite it. 3x minus 5 times x minus 3 equals 0, which means x equals 5 over 3 and x equals 3. Let's double check non-permissive values. X cannot equal to negative 2 and 3. It looks like negative 3 is right here. So we have to reject it. That's an extraneous root. Our only solution is x equal to 5 over 3. So that's it for lesson number 6. I'll see you guys in the next video.